How to fold soup. A geek off. You know, I promised myself I wouldn't do this, but you just had to throw the gauntlet down, didn't you? For my regular subscribers, this is not going to be a pretty sight. If you really feel the need, you just hit pause anyway at any point. I'll understand completely. You don't have to watch this whole thing. Now, let's go through the list. I'm going to go through the list roughly in the order that you went through them. I too am a computer programmer. I've been a developer for the past 25 years, since I was 12. I've been a programmer since I was 12. They wouldn't actually pay me until I was 20, or 24 actually. My best claim to fame in the world of computing is that I helped architect the graphics architecture for a graphics card. Graphics architecture called the Impact. You can see the logo here, Impact. I didn't design the microcode, however, I co-architected the graphics that was written on top of the microcode. I have 2 patents to my name for things I invented for that architecture. On the issue of comic books, I'm afraid you got me beat there. I still do collect, and this is probably the most recent thing I bought. Bought it about a year ago, Dark Phoenix Saga. It's just something I was missing. Preparing for, X-Men 3 the movie, I just wanted to have the story background there. Magic the Gathering, that was very impressive. You have, are those the Moxes? I'm not sure. I know that there are certain extremely rare cards that are worth a lot of money. Yeah, I've seen Moxes, but I have never, I've never owned one. I still have my old set of Magic cards here. They're just regular, the kind of run-of-the-mill stuff. Like, what do we got here? Burloon, Minotaur, that kind of thing, just from the old standard set. Nothing rare. I don't have any rares. Like I may have 1 or 2 rares, something like that. I played the game to play it, not to collect the cards. Kind of weird that way. I know a lot of people really got into collecting it. One of my friends did. Chess matches. So you watch chess matches online. You said that you've actually gone to an internet chess engine and seen analysis given by other chess geeks. Well, if you've done that long enough and often enough, chances are you've probably run into me, who probably supplied some of that analysis. Some of that would have been analysis that I did myself, and some is analysis from chess programs, one of various chess programs I own and have installed in my computer here. Funny story. This program currently or recently played a match against the world champion Vladimir Kramnik, and managed to beat the world champion without losing a single game. I within a week of owning this program, I managed to draw it 3 times. The first time I reduced it in the end game to just king, rook, and pawn. So yeah, I just forced a draw. The second game that I managed to draw it, I forced a repetition, and then the third one I created a fortress. And the computer kept playing for 40 moves, didn't realize I had forced a fortress on it. I have a USCF as well as a CFC rating. I'm rated an expert. My best ever performance was probably beating a 2300 player. And I don't mean just tricking him with some tactic. I mean completely outplaying him in a sacrificial line of the King's Gambit. If you're at all interested, you can hit pause on your player when I show you this. This is the setup. This is my opening system basically that I play. these books here. In fact, I'm willing to play any player in the world in this opening right here. That's my opening repertoire, if you're interested. Okay, Star Trek, you got me beat there. I mean, I just watch it for enjoyment. I haven't seen every single episode or any of that. Star Wars, I don't know, I think you're a little harsh on George there. I got the 6 right here. I thought the third one was actually pretty good. He sort of redeems himself. I think you should give him a chance. He really did ruin it with Jedi in episode 1 and 2, but he practically redeems himself with number 3, I think. Monty Python, Scrabble, and Warhammer 4K, you got me beat completely. I won't even challenge you there. However, as a sort of counter to the Scrabble, if I can... I was, in fact, a nationally ranked Othello player. If we look in the rankings here, we'll see that I'm, in fact, the 24th ranked player there. It's a little blurry, sorry about that. With a provisional rating of 1382. Othello. Oh yeah, and I just missed qualifying for the Canadian team the one year I tried out. So you were told that you were chastised for having white socks. I mean, what the hell's that? You got 20 geek points? Dude, at a previous place of employment, I was told to take the rest of the day off and take a shower. So the next thing you did was the math thing. You like math. Well, I like math so much, I wrote my own lecture right here, and posted it on YouTube. It contained exercises and a discussion period afterwards. And I plan on doing more. You also gave yourself credit for being bad at math. I think that's interesting. I guess you're saying that if you're good at math, at least that was sort of an excuse for being interested in math. So I'm interested in where that places me, because I'm really, really good at math. I wonder if do I get bonus points for the ego thing there? So this is a collection of William Lowell Putnam mathematical competitions, problems and solutions. The reason why I bring that up is when I was in university, I wrote it each of the 4 years that I was qualified to do so. My best ever ranking was 119th in the continent. You showed a bunch of math books. Here's a selection from my math library. Generating functionality. Now, the camera contrast. This is a book called Generating Functionality. Classic called Concrete Mathematics by Graham Nuth and Patashnik. I wrote the answers to the even numbered exercises to this. Like, it comes with the odd numbers, so I wrote the solutions to the even numbers for a university I was at. Factorization and primality testing. Somewhat more advanced than the lecture I gave recently. Applied, yeah, you can't see anything. Anyways, the book is called Applied Combinatorics. Probability and statistical inference. Semi-numerical algorithms. Knuth. Okay. Rubik's Cube. I unfortunately don't have a Rubik's Cube anymore. I sort of progressed on to other things. Fortunately, I never solved this guy. This is a 5x5x5. The problem with it is it's really heavy, and it falls apart easily, right? Like you play with it a bit, and it just falls apart. So it's not a really fun puzzle, unfortunately. Challenging. I'm sure if one day, if it didn't have these defects, I would have solved it eventually. But yeah. So I don't know. Wondering if there's any bonuses I get for the other things I do. I'm of course, a subscriber to 2600 magazine. And I've shown this puzzle here on YouTube before. I've never solved it by hand, but I have written a computer program to solve it. As far as geek movies are concerned, we got here, of course, the Matrix trilogy, these guys. 3 Days of the Condor. This is a very classic movie for anybody who's into hacker culture at all. I'm not really a Doctor Who fan, but the Robots of Death is a particularly good sort of mini episode thing that they did. Of course, the classic Ghost in the Shell, which of course the Matrix is based on, though they never admit to that. I figure I ought to deserve some geek points for having this, Cosmos. And the reason why I am not such a Star Trek fan is because I believe in high quality science fiction. And that means Babylon 5. So it means all 5 seasons. And the movie to throw in it. The In the Beginning movie. Throw that in there. So, that's my geek testimony. What's my score? Well, presumably I'll post-edit this thing and have the numbers running off the bottom or something like that. Anyways, tube you later.